Okay, guys, so today we'll be checking out Noblesse episode 8. Now, I think from last episode that Takio and Tao were the new members of the family because M21 requested to Frankenstein and Riot they could stay here since, once they're part of the union, I think it's like one of those organizations, like if you leave it, you're good as dead to us and we'll kill you. So they're that type of secret organization, and there's many of these similar concepts within like movies, like John Wick, for example, right? There's so many movies like that, but nonetheless, let's check out episode 8. Oh, I forgot. And then, actually, no. Last episode, that was the episode before. So last episode was when, I think Han, was having some girl problems, and, he likes Sarah, and he was asking for advice. It felt like a filler episode, but it was kind of funny. This guy's white hair, right? He's probably part of the Noblesse as well.
なぜお前たちのような者がここにいる？
こいつ、一体。ご無沙汰しております。
Clan leader。
人様の職場で何をしているのやら。
フランケンシュタイン。
久しぶりだな。ゲシュテル系ランデグル。
Guys, my goodness, they have some hard names. Get you to? Bro, I'm not gonna memorize that. Jeez.
レジスとセーラが例の棺の中身と遭遇したっていうの。貴族らしきものと会ったというのなら、その可能性は高いだろう。
我らの敵は棺の中身。
Enemy.
貴族を裏切った者。
その通り。カディス・エトラまでライジェル。汚らわしき者。
カディス・エトラまでライジェル様。
久しぶりだな、ゲシュテル。
突然姿を消されて、およそ800年もの間、睡眠期に入っておられた。貴族にとって永民とはすなわち死。先代ロード亡き後、ロードの役目はご息女ラスクレア様に引き継がれておいでです。ラスクレア様はあなたのことを探しておられる。謀反を起こして先代ロードを死に追いやった反逆者として、ルケドニアにお戻りになりませんか？もしあなたに身の潔白を訴える気があるのならば、私と共にお戻りください。
That's like a threat. Damn.
ゲシュテル。
はい。
私はもう少しここにいたいと思っている。特に高貴な血筋を持つ13の家紋の当主しか与えられない称号だ。
ゲシュテル様はランデグル家の家主様でいらっしゃいます。
レジスの親戚？祖父だ。
通りで
似てるわけだ。どこがだ？サイズ感が違う。いや、あの黒のメッシュ。
言っておくが、わしはお前を未だ信用してはおらん。お前はかつてルケドニアで多くの我々貴族を虐殺した狂人なのだからな。
Okay, yeah, I guess assuming we're gonna get a little flashback since I reached his grandfather, I'm gonna just refer him to as that. His name is too hard to pronounce.
ただで済むと思っているのか？おかしいか？貴族であるお前たちだけの力を人間である私が持っているのは、そんなにおかしいか？ここに住めばいい。お断りします。豪華な部屋だってお断りします。可愛いメイドお断りします。父にグリンお断りします。
Declining everything. So hilarious.
そこまで言うなら仕方ない。
先日襲撃にあった中央騎士団の生き残りが申すには、突如現れたその者は疾風のごとく次々と団員たちをなぎ倒していき、そしてその者は間違いなく人間であったと。
れて行ってもらおうじゃないか。できるものならな。
私はランデグル家を率いるゲシュテル系ランデグル。
ケルティア家家主。
Didn't even feel his presence.
全員がケルティア。
Frankenstein knows he's up against formidable opponents here.
家主が二人がかりなんぞ許されない。
Still have the pride as
行くぞ。
lead clan leaders, right?
共鳴せよ。
Dark Spear. What?
貴族どもが人間を狩ることは許されても、その逆は許されないとでも言うのか。
Exactly. That kind of makes sense as well.
貴族が人間を何を言っている。
奴の力が暴走している。
魂を蝕み始めておる。
これ以上力が暴走すれば抑えられなくなる。
やむをえん。
What the heck?
もはや貴族の誇りなどという話ではないな。
行くぞ。
I mean, they could just follow the blood tracks, right, to follow him. It's not, won't be that difficult.
まだ私の手には負えないか。
I bet you Rai's gonna be here, huh? Who's this? Mm-hmm. Okay guys, so that does it for Noblesse episode 8. Now finally we get back to the main story somewhat, but we have a little flashback of Frankenstein in his past and his background as well. So back in the day, Regis's grandfather, I can't pronounce his name, I'm not going to bother. They know each other from previously, and as we can see in this episode, they had an altercation. Since Frankenstein was hunting the nobles out on his own and using them as experiments, and I think that I'm just making some hypothesis out there that he studied the nobles and used them as lab rats, so he could attain that power, mysterious power he has. Hopefully later on in the series he'll explain how he attained that power. But nonetheless, we see that it seems like Frankenstein has a really big resentment against the vampires, since he thinks that vampires took advantage of children and women, for that matter. And he says, like, why can't humans do the same, since you vampires hunt humans in that way? And then now toward the end of the episode, I felt like Rai was going to meet up with Frankenstein, and I guess that's the beginning of how they met and became friends, where Frankenstein serves under Rai as his master. So guys, that does it for this week's episode of Noblesse. Well, I don't know, the next episode we'll get more of a flashback, but we'll see how it goes from here. But we see that the vampire society is not trying to leave Rai alone, and that the new leader, she seems to be quite young, wants Rai back, and they deem Rai as a traitor to the vampire society. But even back in the day, Rai seemed like an unknown factor where nobility didn't know what he was going to do. He wanted to do things by himself. The leader, what seems to be, asked Rai to come with him, stay with him, and offering all these nice, lavish gifts like women, food, room and board, and everything of that nature. So, yeah. Nonetheless, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Noblesse. Tell me what you guys thought about this week's episode. And, I hope to see you guys at next week's episode of Noblesse. And I'm not quite sure how many episodes there are in the season, maybe 12 to 13. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. So, hope you guys are doing well out there. Hope to see you soon. Alright, peace.